Hello, this is Amos Tarfa. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I just want to share briefly about James Clerk Maxwell, one of my favorite physicists. He was born around 1831, died in 1879, which by the way is the same year that Albert Einstein was born. And Galileo died in 1642, which is the year that Isaac Newton was born. I just think it's interesting that these guys, it's almost like a baton exchange. And they just, one built on the other's work. Albert Einstein actually built on Maxwell's work. There was one time where somebody was going to talk to Albert Einstein, and they actually made a comment about, oh, you're standing on the shoulders of giants like Newton and so on. And Einstein said, no, I stand on the shoulder of Maxwell. James Clerk Maxwell. Maxwell influenced Einstein. He actually also helped Michael Faraday with equations. One of the big things Maxwell is known for is for electromagnetic radiation. His prediction and his discussion of light as electromagnetic radiation. I mean, this guy did some amazing work. And there's a guy called Ludwig Boltzmann who was a statistical mechanist. So he did statistical mechanics. Ludwig Boltzmann is one of the sort of beginning foundations for physical chemistry. He came up with details that bring us to the second law of thermodynamics with entropy. So here's the thing. Maxwell was a great guy, great mathematician. But what is interesting, though, that people don't know about Maxwell is that Maxwell was actually a Christian. He was serious about his faith. At the end of his life, I'm going to read you part of what he said to his colleague. He died at the age of 48 of cancer, and his mom actually died of the same cancer at the age of 48 also. And Maxwell was 8 when that happened. But here's what Maxwell said. Okay, this is the guy who helped Faraday with his equations. This is the guy who laid the foundation for Albert Einstein. And this is the guy who laid the foundation for physical chemistry. Some people, if you look at the rankings, they would say it's Newton, Einstein, and Maxwell. Those are like the big three. Of course, people like Marie Curie also advanced things in physics and chemistry. The only person to win the Nobel Prize in both was Marie Curie. So yeah, we do know that her work came in radiation after the 1890s. But let's look at Maxwell's final words here, or not, but like what he said at the end of his life. He said, I have been thinking how greatly I have always been dealt with. I have never had a violent shove all my life. The only desire which I can have is, like David, to serve my own generation by the will of God and then fall asleep. Maxwell served his generation. My friends, if you read the story of Maxwell, you see what he did as a teenager. You see, this guy was a math boss at the age of 19. This guy was doing amazing things in math. He couldn't even present some of his own things because he was too young. This guy at the age of 14, 15, 16, amazing things. So, this was partly to tell you about one of my new favorite people. Leonard Euler is still kind of my guy, but Maxwell is really close here. I'm just going to have to keep 2 of them as my top 2 people. And so we need to learn from Maxwell, and then we also need to encourage our young people, teenagers. You can do amazing things as teenagers. Don't belittle yourself. Blaise Pascal was a teenager when he came up with the calculating machine mechanism for his father. We can go on and on. Euler was a teenager when he did amazing things. So teenagers, let's work hard and raise the bar. If you want to see more videos, my YouTube channel will have more videos. I'm going to do a breakdown of several mathematicians and scientists. And so if you want to see my video with that, you could do that. My course from counting to calculus is now available. You can also sign up for that. My math history course is actually going to be embedded in my math counting to calculus. But if you just want the history, let me know. I think that teaching the history can inspire people to love the subject. Do you agree? Let me know what you think. Have a blessed day, and thanks for watching this video.